Well, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of something I've been doing lately. I have a friend of mine that raises chickens, and he offered to give me some chicken feathers. And when they process their chickens, they have a lot of hackle and beautiful stuff that we like to use for fly tying. And they normally just kind of chunk it, and I said, don't chunk it, save it. And so he picked some of the prettier birds he had, and he got them to me. And I wanted to kind of show you how I processed it, because I thought it was kind of interesting. Now I looked it up on YouTube, and actually I knew how to do it. I had just forgotten. It had been so long since I'd done it. It's basically, it's very simple. Just go and buy a box of Borax, which is a dry soap. You can get it. It's I guess it's, I don't know the difference in it, but you can get it at Dollar General or grocery store, wherever, and it's real inexpensive. And so I'm going to switch this around here. My blue Do It Right bucket from Lowe's, and I put the bird pieces down in there with the skin side up. Now the first thing you do is you have to go through and you have to pick all when you get them, or when I got mine, they still have some meat and some sinew on it. And I cleaned as much of that off as I could, washed them real good, let them dry for a little while, and then I put them with the meaty side up. So when I get them, this is what they look like. So it's just part of the bird that they tear off when they process it, when they're just selling the chickens for cooking. Now this was all, it still looks a little red where it looks a little bloody, but that's how it was. But you can see now that the skin is toughened up really well, and these are fine. The longer I keep, I've done this before with wild ducks and things like that I've shot, and I would just put them in originally I just put them in a big baggie with a bunch of salt and threw it up on the shelf, and it sat there for, gosh, I don't know, maybe a couple of years before I remembered I had it. And they worked fine. I tied they're pheasant feathers, what they were, and I tied a whole lot of flies with them. And so this is a chicken. So what I did is I took my bucket and I put the bird pieces down in it with the meaty side up, and then put a layer of borax on it. And then this is how it comes out after a couple of weeks. Take the top off every now and then and let it air out, because it does get a little funky smelling, like any kind of decaying meat would. But they look kind of funky right now, but by the time I get them straightened out, and I'm not going to rinse them, but I will kind of comb them out, I think they're going to be just fine. I'm afraid if I rinse them, I'll have a big bubble. I'll have bubbles everywhere, so I'm not going to do that. And so just went layer to layer. And this was the day I decided, it's raining and I can't really fish today, so I decided I'd just get in here and check these things out. And they've actually, I know they look a little funky right now. It's because I put them in there wet, but I think they'll straighten out and be pretty good. And once I get my comb out here and kind of comb them out, I'll shoot another video and show you how they ended up. So if you're a hunter, or if you have a friend that's a hunter and you're a fly tyer, or if you know someone that has a poultry farm or a poultry outfit, whatever you call those things, talk to them and see, because man, I'll tell you what, these full hackles that used to be 15 bucks or 75 bucks right now. So, and with who knows when they're going to start running out of them, they're going to start putting them in their hair again, or whatever it is that they do with them. So this is one way to get over that and kind of help out the processor as well as yourself. Hey, if you like this video, please subscribe and give it a like and share it. Do all those things we can do to maybe grow this channel. Thanks a lot.